Hello, everybody. How is everyone? Let me just type this in the box really quick. I just want to type this really quick. Hello, everybody. All right, so one question, and you can send them. Hello. Or Venmo. So when you're here, say hello so I know that you're here. Alrighty. Let's see. This is my Halloween deck. Super excited to be able to bring it out again. This is what it looks like, if anyone's interested. It's like a tin. It's called the Halloween. Feel out how everyone wants to come on my live. And I actually have to go to work in an hour and a half, even though it's 11 o'clock. A third party situation. But first, I want to look into the Mercury Retrograde. So, what is the big theme of Mercury Retrograde right now? That's a lot of cards. I hate when it does like a quarter of the deck. But the Ace of Imps. We have the Seven of Ghosts. Yeah, probably just going to go until my laptop dies. And we have the Ace of Ghosts. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. And then we have the Page of Imps. So what I'm feeling is that like people just don't even know how to keep it in their pants. That's like literally what I'm getting. Again. Live. This new beginning coming offer. So that's exciting. So, because this is about love and about love choices, definitely do healings around relationships. Just do some reflection on your choices, because that is what we're going to do. So how can we heal that? The world, right? Complete anything that is out. Like it's simple. It's simple. Let's look at this third party situation. So I feel like there are people in this connection that are really, really trying to hold on to it and make it stay happen. And then there's people in that connection that are like, no, and they can the other person that's holding on is holding on because they feel the other person leaving. So what is the lesson of this third party situation? Page of Imps, go into the unknown, being able to start new. And how can we move away from it? How can we cut this cord? We got the Ace of Pumpkins and I'm trying to, one second. My lease. So I'm like, I don't want to pay like $200 for Wi-Fi if I don't have to. So I have like an extender somewhere and I'm going to be looking for that. But okay. So literally what we were talking about is that these situations are like literally in your pocket in those old cycles. I am totally here. I can help do that. We can do two and it's going to be about transitioning. Like it's literally going to be about letting go of old cycles, old things, and like claiming your power back and stepping onto your next step. So what it's bringing, what the lessons are, how to move through it, and we looked into third party situations. I am looking into the counterpart check-in tomorrow, so I don't really want to do that tonight. Healings apart. Other than that, it's not just Reiki, it's also a bunch of different other healing modalities. Is that I give an intuitive report with the healing. So anything that I pick up from your energy source, from your higher self, I am telling you all of those things. And then not only that, we meet a couple days later to talk about what happened during the healing, how like your body and your mind and your emotions are reacting to that healing, and to what's it called? Like we re-stabilize you. We move through those emotions, through those things that are coming up, and we ground you into the new timeline. So that's super important and it's super cool that we do that. I'm just like, yes. Anyway, someone just asked for a reading on new love. So all right, what is coming in for this person with new love? All right, we have the moon. We have Ace of Ghosts. We have Death. Three of Ghosts in reverse. And we have the Six of Imps. And Strength. And the Queen of Pumpkins. So what I'm getting is that there are some super... Okay, I'm frozen. I'll wait a second. I'll wait until it's unstable. Okay, it says that I'm back. I don't know. On my side, it says that I'm not back. But it's 11:11, so that's super cool. With the Queen of Pumpkins, I'm really getting that there's someone like wifey material in your energy. And I'm definitely getting that it's like stable. And I don't know why, but I'm like picking up on a lot of mother energy. But this looks super good. So we have Strength and the Six of Imps, right? And that's all about being like successful, succeeding, right? Like, oh my gosh, I won, triumph, and just being super strong. So I feel like something good is coming for you where you feel really strong and really confident. And it's a victory for you. And in this light of victory, this comes in, right? So we have the Three of Ghosts in reverse, right? So I was feeling some kind of celebration, probably like Halloween is what I'm feeling like. I'm getting like a Halloween get together or a Halloween party or something like that. Like I'm seeing like the pumpkin ale or whatever. And what I'm getting from that is that you're going to be untangled from, like, because I know kind of your situation a little bit, but like, I'm getting that you're going to be taken out of a third party situation, but I don't really know a third party situation that's in your situation, except that third parties don't just have to be karmics, partners. They can also be things like work or like codependencies or other options, like things that get in the way of a connection, right? Anything that gets in the way of a connection. It can be self-deprecation. It could be negative thinking. It can be anxiety. It can be depression. So if there isn't a third person in the picture, I'm getting that whatever was in the way of you having this new love is going to be removed from this win that you get. So you get some kind of win, right? It makes you feel strong. It makes you feel great. It glows you up. And while you're out with other people, this will untangle. And that untanglement of whatever this thing that was in the way of you with your new love is going to go through a transformation. It's going to go through an ego death. I feel like you're going to, with this win and with this glow up and with this celebration, really come into a transformation. So it's going to be the death of a cycle that has been going on for an extremely long time, like an extremely long time. And that you've been watering for a long time, right? Like you might not have seen it come to life because I'm feeling like this garden is like Day of the Dead, right? So like you can only see the Day of the Dead stuff on the Day of the Dead. So that's why I think like it's heavy like Halloween energy, because the veil is thinnest at that time. But also we would have been going through this new moon and the next full moon by then. So I think that all this change is going to be happening with these phases and with these retrogrades. And when you get this win, when you get this glow up and you're feeling strong, you're feeling good, and good things are happening, and you're untangled from whatever this third thing is, then you go through that ego death, then you go through that transformation, and there's just something that clicks in your brain. I see it, I feel it, like it's just like some kind of realization comes to you. And because of that, right, because of that situation, and what was I saying? I got all of that moon energy, right? So this really utilize these moons, and you should be able to get pretty far with them, right? So with the moon energy and with everything that is going on with that and with the phases and with the manifestation and the completions of the cycles and really letting go, but also manifesting, and finally with that time being right and all of this moving in your favor, right? Your real stuff pops up. Like you're be able to see the stuff that was in the dark. Like I don't know why I keep getting this energy for you where it was waiting like on the other side of the veil, right? Like it was literally just like, okay, now we could see past it. Now we can see past the veil. Now it's been like, oh, what's behind door number one? And they open the door, they open the curtain, and you can see behind it finally, but you couldn't look behind it before. So that is going to be so like finally, right, I'm seeing in this like progression that you finally see this, you finally feel this happening. It opens up the door for you. I don't feel like you're just gonna like step into a brand new relationship right away, but I think it's like a new chapter in emotions, in love, in care, and it's like all the feel good vibes when you're starting to talk to someone, when you're starting to feel for someone and they're feeling, you guys are hanging out. So where does this move from there? We got the 7 of Pumpkins and the 2 of Imps, the high, right? So we had the death card, right? And that was this huge ego death for you, which I really think is going to awaken you to a lot of different things. So with the 7 of Pumpkins and the 2 of Imps, I'm getting that you're going to be really watering this relationship, right? Like you want it to be right. You've been waiting a really long time for it. So you want it to come out right. You want to have a stable foundation for it. And you're going to be watering your crops and you're going to be doing it and you're going to be watching it and you're going to be tending it and you're going to make sure it's good. And there's going to become a time when you're going to have to make a decision on this relationship, because I'm feeling that there's going to be not like an ultimatum. I don't really know how to put words to what I'm getting about this. But there's going to be a decision that they propose to you. And it's not going to be like, oh, should we start dating or not? It's going to be something that's like, I don't know, like moving. Like it's going to be something related to the connection, but not actually about the connection. So it's like, okay, let's say it is about moving. Like they're moving to another state and they're like, oh, well, should we like do long distance? You can move with me, like something like that, like where it's not like about the relationship, but it would heavily impact the relationship. There's some kind of choice. And I'm not saying it is about moving. I'm just saying it is a situation that is kind of like that. And you are going to go to a reader just because that's what I'm feeling. Oh, my laptop is going to die any second. You're going to go to a reader to get an answer, and your fortune is going to turn again. So this whole thing is going to change at that point. All of the and you're going to be faced with a really big decision, but I feel like you can't even really look out that far because right now you're just focusing on that huge ego death that is going to be coming. So I hope that my connection went, but it looks really good for you. It just looks like a lot is going to be happening as well. So I would be ready for that. All right, guys, I would love to stay on, but my laptop is literally on with a big red X. So